Greetings from Norway. Arrived 2 days ago. Yesterday morning moved to this location, beautiful area with lakes. I am on 14 days wild camping and packrafting, fishing trip, and I divided it in 2 7-day parts. This is my first 7 days. I'm in Nordmarka, which is northern forest, right above Oslo if you look on the map. Beautiful area, deep forest with dozens of lakes. And for example, here I'm about 20 kilometers from the train station. It's my 3rd day and I haven't seen a single soul. I'm completely alone here. There are a bunch of river otters playing there. At night, deer came for water. Lots of horseflies, that's why I wear this. But not much mosquitoes, because currently it's 31 degrees Celsius, which is way too hot. It just exhausts you. It sucks all your energy out. It's unbelievable. It's only 3-day spell, so it's yesterday, today, and tomorrow it's already getting cooler, and then eventually it will go back to normal temperature, which is around 20-22 degrees during the day, and it's about 10-15 at night. So perfect. So like I said, I'm in the north, 7 days straight. There is no resupply here, so I needed to bring my hiking gear, my camping gear, my fishing gear, my electronics, my Packraft, I'll show in a second, and food for 7 days. So that's the idea. I brought a little bit less food than I need because I hope that I will catch a fish. If I don't, it's going to be a problem. So that's basically what the situation is. I wanted to talk about what kind of gear I use, because that's the most common question, especially because it's a 7 nights straight trip with no resupply. The idea is basically that I need to have everything to be completely autonomous. So let's start with the backpack, the first one. This is Sierra Designs Flex Capacitor, 60 to 75 liters. And I have this backpack for 5-6 years now. Mainly for me, it's a winter pack because of the big capacity. But this time around, because I'm on a 7-day stretch, that was my preferable choice. What I like about this backpack, for the volume and the weight I can carry in this pack, it's only 1,250 grams. So just slight kilo and a quarter, basically. With this, it has excellent support. So, for example, right now the total weight was, yeah, I know, slightly more than 23 kilos. And it was comfortable to carry. I mean, if you can say comfortable when you have 23 kilos on your back, that's a different story. So this is a good part, and it's called Flex Capacitor because it has all these belts on this side, so you can actually squeeze it to smaller volume. It's comfortable. The belt, waist belt works well. I don't have any issues. I mean, every backpack is a very personal thing because we all have different bodies, so what works for one person doesn't work for another. Shoulder pads are also pretty decent quality. What I don't like, because that's pretty much simple, it's one is that all zippers get snugged like non-stop. The side pockets on a belt, you can't really open with one hand to reach something. You need to take down the pack, grab an end of the zipper, and only then you can pull. It's impossible. So that's very inconvenient. I don't put anything into these belt pockets. But the top two zippers with a top pocket and the main zipper also get snagged all the time. It's just a real issue with this thing. Other than that, I can't say much. It's a decent pack. Like I said, I used it for many years and I will continue to use. That's the only one I found at reasonably priced and capable of carrying really significant weight comfortably, and at the same time have a weight only 1,250 grams, which is quite a good achievement, because usually the back support takes a lot of weight. The rest is just nylon. So I think that it does pretty good job. That's it. The second part is obviously my home. This is Warbonnet Blackbird, classic hammock with underquilt from the same company. I believe it's called Wookie. I have only one. It's a 0 Fahrenheit rating, which is minus 17 Celsius. Usually this rating's kind of iffy. Obviously I don't need it in 31-degree weather, but that's the only one I have, and it's relatively light, so it's not a problem. Tarp is from the same company. It's Thunderfly, I believe. The whole setup is quite easy. It's slightly more than 2 kilos, so it's comparable to tents. Why hammock, not tent this time? Because in this area it's very difficult to find a camping spot. It's a lot of vegetation, kind of prickly bushes on the ground, and other places are stony, so it's really next to impossible to find a good spot. But with hammock I can pretty much find a couple of trees to hang it, and I'm good to go. Another thing is that's a usual discussion about hammock vis-a-vis tent, is that even though I'm a tent guy and I have a few tents in my arsenal, what I use for different seasons, for different situations, I accumulated them over the years. I don't trade my gear. I just, if I bought it for a reason, and I just keep it. But even after so many years hiking and camping in the tent, I never really have a good sleep there, because it's just a combination of things. You're on the ground, you sleep on a 3-inch pad, tent is nylon, sleeping pad is nylon, sleeping bag is nylon, so they all kind of slippery, like, you know, you're like in a skating ring. Everything is sliding in all directions. So I never really have a good sleep, because I also move a lot in the sleep, and because of that it's like not a good thing. I mean, I've been doing it for decades and still here. But in respect to like quality sleep, it's not the best situation for me, even though I found some other things. I will talk in another videos when I actually have that system with me. Then I will explain. Hammock in that respect is amazing, because maybe it's something like coming from our childhood and when we were just babies, because you just wrapped in this thing and you sleep inside. It's really since I started using hammock, I've never slept like this in my camping. You just lie down, you stretch, and you go, and you wake up in the morning. In that respect, it's much more convenient. And it's also a combination of other things, because when you move and you establish a different camp, you still bring your bed with you. It feels like the same bed. At the same time, with tent, every spot is different. They never completely flat and perfect in wild camping. So there is always, you slide down or you slide up or you slide sideways, or something is different every time. Hammock is always feels the same. You're just lying down and you go to sleep. So I like this hammock quite a lot. It's got the best reviews when I bought it. It's also I had it like for 7 years now, and so far so good. It works fine. Uh, what else to say? Nothing much. So I have underquilt Wookie. I have top quilt from Enlighten Equipment, 10 degrees Celsius, very light, about 400 grams, because it's so warm. Even though in the next few days a colder temperature will come and 10 degrees quilt will be a little stretch, but you know, that's fine. I can I have extra jacket. I can put this pants on my sleep gear. I always use sleep gear, by the way. I have thermosilk base layer, top and bottom, and socks, and this is just sleeping part. I don't mix this clothes with anything else. This way I keep my gear clean. Basically, in all these years, I never washed my sleeping bag because it's always been clean. Sometimes I will just wipe it off with alcohol and that's it. And it also gives you kind of nice feeling that you put a nicer clothes because all your other don't kill me. You don't have this feeling that you like an old sweaty dump clothes you're going into your bed. It's really not a good idea. So okay, I'm gonna move on, show you more of the hammock. Yeah, so this is my hammock. It has a built-in mosquito net, which I wish it didn't, because when I camp in winter, it's a hassle to deal with it. You can throw it over, but I would rather have one what you can unzip and remove. But other than that, it's simple. This is my quilt. Like I said, it's very light. It's 400 degrees and it's quite warm. So you can see it on Enlighten Equipment. I also added this kind of long rope to my zipper on the leg side, because if you want to zip it up at the end, then you need to move it, because you need to unzip it wide to get in without breaking any zippers. And to reach for it to get back is next to impossible, at least for me. So I attach the zipper that I can grab with my toes on my foot and pull it if I need to close it, or when I need to open it, I kind of hold it with one hand and push it with the leg, and this way I can unzip it without doing too much contortions. So this is it. This is Wookie thing. Like you see, it's very thick. Lots of down because it's for 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure I can use it in minus 17 Celsius, 0 degree Fahrenheit. Never did, but I used it at minus 10, minus 12. It worked fine. Usually these ratings are kind of iffy. You can't really rely on them. Next. This is the back of my camp. I have a little garage for my Alpacka Packraft. Really like this one. They're kind of pricey, but really good quality. And I use it for transportation. To get to this particular camp, I needed to paddle on a lake, and I will continue to do that. And they also are useful for fishing, because I brought fishing gear with me. It's my hope that I will supplement my diet with some fish. I tried to fish first couple of days, but at plus 31 fish disappeared. It all went down deep into the water. So the Packraft with paddles, with everything, with life vest, seat, complete setup, runs about 4.5 kilos, which is a lot of weight. But at the same time, long time ago when I started hiking like long distance hiking. My first tent was about 4 kilos. So comparable. Anyway, this is Zpacks tarp, 7 by 9 feet. Really like it. I always carry it with me. It's only 100, with all guidelines, it's only 170 grams. I carry it with me on all hikes, especially when I go, let me just sit like this, especially when I go to the mountains, because I use it not so much for camping, but as emergency shelter, because I can easily erect it with trekking poles in a matter of minute two. So if I see rain front coming or some difficult weather, I might not have time to put my main tent, because you need to find a proper spot and everything else, and it takes longer. Anyway, this one I can erect very quickly and just sit out the bad weather and then continue going with me. So even when I go on a day hike, I usually have this tarp. Trekking poles are essential. I always have them. I don't have them on this trip because I was already over my head with weight, and it's pretty flat area. I mean, you go up and down all the time, but nothing like going to the mountains. And between trekking poles, this tarp, and sometimes if I expect a difficult situation, if I go up above, let's say above 2,000 meters in the Alps, I will bring tarp and I will bring BV. Again, just in case. So even if I'm on a day hike, I always have it with me. Everything can happen. I can break my legs, or I don't know, something bad can happen. Then I can at least have some kind of shelter before rescue will come. Because I see people going up in the mountains in a serious height with sandwich and a bottle of water. Not a good idea. I don't recommend. So you can see the location of the camp. I'm right by the lake. It's I found this spot when I was paddling around and looking for place to stay. Somebody was camping here before, so there is like a little fireplace made of stones and so on. Unfortunately, also because of that, there's some trash what I picked up, put in my bag. I will take it to the train station and dispose it later. That happens all the time. People leave no trace. It's not a good thing. So setup is quite simple. This is it. This is it. I'm not going to discuss fishing gear because I'm not really a fisherman. I kind of just want to enjoy it and, most importantly, to get food. But I was so far unsuccessful in respect to what kind of fish here in these lakes. There's trout. I'm sure it's too hot for trout now. It went down deep into the water. There is also perch. Supposedly you can get it anytime you want. I was not successful so far. I'm going to move my camp next time somewhere on the lake. Beyond there's a peninsula behind me, because every 2-3 days I like to move my camp because I don't want to leave too much footprint in one place, even though this is established campsite. And then maybe I will have better luck fishing in another place. So a total of 7 days. After I finish the 7 days, I hop on a train. I go to Ostmarka. This is Nordmarka. Ostmarka. Ostmarka is East Marka, east forest of Oslo. Big forest also with lakes, different thing. This is mountain plateau. There it's more like low ground, but a lot of big, small lakes, very deep, because I think they're from Ice Age. And there it will be different because I will also have 7 days straight where I will just paddle on lakes, because it's a chain of lakes where I can just never carry my gear. I will put it on my Alpacka, and I will just travel around on it. And on the last day, I will return back. I will make a loop inside these lakes. I will return back. I will spend last night there, then hop on another train. I need to walk about 10 kilometers and then get on another train, go straight to the airport, and I'm out of here. So 14 days while camping. That's it. The cheapest trip you can imagine.